the single spirit root. Lu Yang and Meng Jingzhou could only think one thing. It's over. I can't believe we actually discussed cheating in front of the examiner. Yunji didn't spare them a second glance, as if their scheming didn't exist. She went about organizing the trials with quiet authority, and it was immediately clear. Among the Tao-seeking sect's disciples, her word was law. No matter their genius, status, or outside backing, they obeyed her without question. The spirit root is the first hurdle on the path to immortality, she announced. If your spirit root is insufficient, no amount of resources can help you progress in cultivation. For the first round, all candidates will line up to have their spirit root tested. Those who lack confidence may leave now. No one left. Most attendees already knew their spirit roots. Rarely did someone like Lu Yang come, merely hoping his luck would hold in this nearby trial. The purpose of this round was simple: weed out those with unsuitable spirit roots before they infiltrated the Tao-seeking sect. Ordinarily, spirit roots were tested with a massive, conspicuous spirit root stone, but the empty space ahead made it clear that the Tao-seeking sect had a different method. At the front sat a disciple named Dai Bufan. True to his extraordinary name, he practiced a rare cultivation technique. By sending spirit energy into another person's body, he could immediately discern their spirit root, cultivation skills, and even weak points. In combat, he was unmatched. Like a seasoned physician taking a pulse, Dai Bufan only needed to touch someone's wrist to uncover their inner nature. Metal, water, fire, triple spirit root? Acceptable. Move along. Water, fire, dual spirit root? Not bad. A candidate with a water-wood dual spirit root froze as Dai Bufan continued. Your foundation was damaged when you were 12 due to a serious injury. Normally, this would cause lingering problems, but a benevolent expert intervened, not only healing you, but restoring your cultivation foundation. The candidate's jaw dropped. Exactly right, he thought. When I was 12, my stepmother tried to harm me out of jealousy, and I fell into a coma. Somehow I woke fully healed. My father said an expert saved me, but left no name. As he departed, disciples crowded around Dai Bufan. All from just a pulse. Senior brother Dai, you've reached new heights. Dai Bufan waved modestly. That was nothing. The expert was me. I was in a hurry and forgot to leave my name. The crowd fell silent, unsure how to respond. Next, Dai Bufan dismissed candidates who had exceeded the age limit. 18 is past the requirement. Move aside. Next. A small novice monk, led by a senior, stepped forward and bowed properly. Dai Bufan glanced at him once before frowning. A novice from the Hanging Monastery? Your body bears the abbot's imprint. Return to your monastery. Lu Yang whispered to Meng Jingzhou, isn't the Hanging Monastery one of the 5 great immortal sects? Meng Jingzhou nodded solemnly. Among the 5 great sects, the Hanging Monastery has the fewest disciples. At one point, it had only an abbot and 1 disciple. Even now, they rarely exceed 10 members. For this junior monk to already be a disciple before cultivating, he must have extraordinary Buddha nature. He studied the young monk being led away. I used to think I'd be unrivaled in cultivation. I didn't expect someone this remarkable exists. Lu Yang frowned. Aren't you worried about Miss Yunji expelling us? Meng Jingzhou chuckled. What's to fear? Haven't you read the novels? The sect often ignores a genius young man, framing him and forcing him out. Spurred by humiliation, he works tirelessly, encounters endless fortune, and eventually rises to surpass everyone else. Lu Yang raised an eyebrow. But it doesn't look like Miss Yunji plans to frame us. Meng Jingzhou's grin faded. He was beginning to panic. Dai Bufan moved through the candidates efficiently. Your energy flows freely. You don't appear from an ancestral clan. Have you eaten a Qingmu immortal fruit? You pass. Go over there. He tested a tall, burly man next. Interesting constitution, ancient barbarian tribe bloodline. The crowd stirred. The ancient barbarians were legendary, able to uproot mountains, drain rivers, and rival the sun and moon in power. Once dominant, their bloodline had vanished over time. Now, its reappearance at the Tao-seeking sect stirred awe. Lu Yang thought silently. He's grown impressively. Halfway through the candidates, Dai Bufan muttered, frustrated. Still no single spirit root? Were they all taken by other sects? Meng Jingzhou stepped forward confidently. The moment Dai Bufan's finger touched his wrist, his eyes widened in shock. It's a single. A murmur ran through the crowd. A single spirit root. Rare and extraordinary meant the path through cultivation's bottlenecks would be far easier. Those who possessed it could rise to imperial ranks, dominate regions, and even claim kingship. Everyone stared at Meng Jingzhou. Forming a relationship with someone like him promised immense benefits. The older generation urged the younger disciples to build ties with him after entering the sect. Meng Jingzhou, single spirit root, Tao-seeking sect disciple, Meng family was destined to become a key figure in the sect, a cultivator whose name would echo through history. It's a single spirit root, Dai Bufan clarified. The crowd fell silent. Meng Jingzhou's initial excitement turned to fury. A single spirit root? Am I supposed to be single forever? He slammed the table, veins bulging. Don't try to trick me. An ethereal voice cut through the tension. Junior brother Dai, don't tease. Yunji emerged, her gaze icy. Dai Bufan shrank back. Meng Jingzhou slowly exhaled. Of course, it was just a joke. Yunji explained, Junior brother Dai did not lie. You do indeed possess a single spirit root, the scholarly term. In the cultivation world, it's more commonly called the pure yang spirit root. Meng Jingzhou finally understood why his elders had kept his spirit root secret. They wanted me to discover it on my own? Nonsense. They were just embarrassed to tell me. The pure yang spirit root was a rare, extreme form of yang energy, unyielding and potent, a bane to ghosts and monsters. Preserve its purity, and cultivation could ascend by 1,000 Li. Disrupt it, and progress could collapse just as fast.